Have you ever been in a relationship where the words she says make you stop and wonder, wait a second, is this really the person I should be with? Because let's be honest, sometimes it's not the actions we miss, it's the words. The little red flags hidden in sentences disguised as jokes or passed off as honesty. But here's the truth. If she tells you these 10 things, it's not just a warning sign. It's a neon billboard flashing in your face that says, leave her now, immediately. Before we dive deep into this list, I want you to do me a favor. If you've ever been in a relationship where you second-guessed yourself or felt like something wasn't quite right, hit that like button right now. Subscribe to the channel because every week I'm bringing you raw, no fluff guides to love, relationships, and self-worth. And please watch this video all the way until the end. Because the truth is, this might completely change your love life forever. Alright, let's get into it. But instead of me just reading off 10 things like some checklist, I'm going to tell you a story about a guy named Daniel. Because Daniel could be you. He could be me. He could be any of us who've ever fallen for someone who wasn't good for us. Daniel was the kind of guy who believed in love. He wasn't perfect, no one is, but he showed up. He texted back, he planned dates, he cared. And when he met Sarah, it felt like everything clicked. She was charming, witty, and the kind of girl who could light up a room just by walking in. But over time, Daniel started noticing something strange. It wasn't the way Sarah looked at him. It was the way she spoke to him. The words she used, the things she confessed, the casual comments that dug deeper than she realized. And here's where the lesson begins. Red flag number 1, you're too sensitive. The first time Sarah said this, it was after Daniel opened up about something that bothered him. He wasn't even accusing her of anything, he just shared how he felt. And instead of listening, she laughed and brushed it off. You're too sensitive. Sound familiar? That phrase is a form of emotional dismissal. It tells you that your feelings aren't valid, that you're overreacting. And trust me, if a woman repeatedly tells you this, she's not respecting your emotions. A healthy partner will want to understand your feelings, not belittle them. Red flag number 2, my ex was better at this. One evening, Daniel tried cooking dinner for Sarah. He wasn't a 5-star chef, but he wanted to make her smile. As they sat down, she tasted the food, smirked, and said, well, my ex was better at cooking this dish. That stung. And here's the truth. You should never be in a relationship where you're constantly compared to an ex. The past should stay in the past. If she uses her ex as a measuring stick, she's not building with you, she's living in yesterday. Red flag number 3, you don't make enough money. Money. The one word that can destroy relationships faster than anything else. Daniel remembered the night he and Sarah went out to dinner with some of her friends. At the table, she half joked, well, Daniel's not exactly rich, but he tries. Everyone laughed. Daniel forced a smile, but inside he felt small. And that's the point. If a woman defines your worth by the size of your paycheck, she doesn't see your value as a man, as a partner, or as a human being. You deserve someone who supports you while you grow, not someone who ridicules you for not being where you want to be yet. Red flag number 4, I don't need you. Now don't get this wrong. Independence is beautiful. Everyone should be able to stand on their own 2 feet. But when Sarah said this, she didn't mean it in an empowering way. She said it during an argument, almost as a dagger. I don't need you. That's different. That's not independence, that's rejection. Relationships are about choosing each other, about saying, I want you in my life. If she constantly reminds you that she doesn't need you, then eventually you'll believe her, and you'll walk away feeling empty. Red flag number 5, why can't you be more like him? Comparison kills. Daniel remembered a night when Sarah pointed out a guy at the gym. She said, why can't you be more like him? Look at the way he takes care of himself. That cut deep. Because here's the thing. Love should never be about shaping someone into your ideal. Love is about acceptance. If she can't love you for who you are now, she won't suddenly love you when you change for her. And honestly, you shouldn't change for her. Red flag number 6, you're lucky to have me. At first, Daniel thought this was playful. But the more she said it, the more it became clear. Sarah wasn't joking. She truly believed she was the prize, and Daniel was just fortunate she even gave him attention. Now don't get me wrong, confidence is sexy. But arrogance? That's poison. In a healthy relationship, Both people should feel lucky to have each other. If she constantly reminds you that you should be grateful she's even around, that's not love, that's manipulation. Red flag number 7, you're not man enough. This one came out during a heated argument. Daniel was standing his ground, calmly explaining why he felt disrespected. And out of nowhere, she snapped, "You're not man enough." Let me pause here. Words like these are designed to crush your spirit, to make you question yourself at the core of who you are. A partner who truly cares for you would never weaponize your masculinity, your worth, or your identity against you. If she does, that's not just a red flag, it's a deal breaker. Red flag number 8, I don't trust you. Now trust me, trust goes both ways. But here's what happened with Daniel. He had never cheated, never lied, never betrayed Sarah. And yet, she kept saying it, "I don't trust you." At first he tried harder. He checked in more. He shared his location. He thought, if I prove myself, maybe she'll finally believe me. But the truth is, trust isn't something you should constantly have to earn with someone who's supposed to love you. If she refuses to trust you without reason, she's projecting her own insecurities, or worse, her own guilt. Red flag number 9, I wish you were someone else. This is perhaps the most painful thing Daniel ever heard. They were in the middle of a fight, emotions were high, and Sarah shouted, "I wish you were someone else." That sentence hung in the air like shattered glass, because in that moment Daniel realized no matter what he did, he would never be enough for her. And here's what I want you to understand. If she ever tells you she wishes you were someone else, believe her, because deep down she doesn't want you. Red flag number 10, I don't love you anymore. The final nail in the coffin. Daniel heard this after months of fighting, dismissals, and put-downs. And while it broke his heart, it also set him free. Because sometimes the hardest words to hear are the ones that finally wake you up. If she tells you she doesn't love you anymore, don't beg, don't chase. Don't try to convince her otherwise, leave. Because you deserve someone who knows your worth and loves you fully. Now here's the part most people miss. Daniel could have ignored these red flags. He could have convinced himself that things would change. But the truth is, they rarely do. People show you who they are through their words. And when someone tells you who they are, believe them the first time. Walking away isn't weakness, it's strength. So if you've recognized any of these 10 things in your own relationship, I want you to really reflect. Are you staying because of love? Or are you staying because you're afraid to be alone? There's a big difference, and the sooner you answer that question, the sooner you'll find freedom. Before we wrap this up, let me leave you with this. Words matter. They shape our confidence, our self-worth, and our future. Don't ever let someone's words convince you that you're less than. Don't ever let someone's sentences become the chains that hold you back. Because the right person will use their words to build you, to uplift you, to remind you of the man you already are. And until you find that, don't settle. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.